cream of the crop will always rise to the top. Dig it? Sports Entertainment Club. The hottest new t-shirt going today. Yeah. Step up and drink a cup of coffee in the big time, brother. Yeah. Go to represent.com/Sports Entertainment Club. Oh, yeah.
8 rumored female wrestlers to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Number 8. Bayley. The ultimate underdog, scaling the ladder to win the briefcase would be an excellent story to tell and could help re-establish the Bayley character, which is currently really struggling to connect with fans on the same level it used to do. Putting her back in a future role is the only way to get fans back interested in Bayley, and winning the ladder match could be just a way to do that, as she is one of the only baby faces that the briefcase would actually work on. Bayley carrying the briefcase could be similar to the time when Daniel Bryan won, having her as an underdog to climb to the title picture once again. Considering how she has been booked lately, Bayley is starting from scratch again, so hopefully she can pull it off. Number 7. Royce and Billie Kay. Of course we had to put the Iconics together because Royce and Billie Kay really are one act and they do an incredible job with it. As heels they are fantastic, doing a brilliant job in simply annoying crowds. While in the ring they improve every single week. The briefcase tends to be best served with a heel wrestler, as it allows them to brag and tease the cash in over time, and if it is put on someone who's still developing, it means that WWE can wait until they are ready, just like the company has with Carmella. Having them both carry the briefcase together would offer an interesting story as well, which is something unique and hasn't been done before, which WWE loves to do, and given the potential of both women, putting one of them as the winner would be good to see. Number 6. Nikki Bella. A slight curveball here, as Nikki Bella is not currently a member of the active WWE roster, with the last appearance coming as a surprise in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, but seeing her make a shock return to win the Money in the Bank would be a great swerve by the company. There's no doubt that someone who is as big for women empowerment as Nikki would want to take part in a female Money in the Bank before she officially retired, and if she was potentially interested in one final run as a wrestler, what better way to kick it off? Nikki was always best working as a heel, and placing the briefcase on her would allow Nikki to make that turn, bragging about the victory and teasing a cash-in, potentially using twin magic with Brie to get the job done, and have one final run as champion. Number 5. Mickie James. Another veteran performer here, Mickie James could also really benefit from winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, pushing her back to the top of the women's division for one last run as a champion if she could cash in correctly. WWE hasn't got the most out of Mickie James in her second spell with the company, and although she has done a good job in putting over other talents, there's no doubt she can still pull off brilliant matches, which means WWE could be doing more with her. While it's very unlikely that WWE is going to give James that one final push, if they wanted to do it, having her win the briefcase would perhaps be the smartest way. It would be a nice surprise on the show and feel less random than just throwing her into the title picture. With the amount of excellent stories that can be told here, WWE could be considering it. Number 4. Nikki Cross. There has been a lot of debate amongst fans about the fact that Nikki Cross doesn't appear to be joining the rest of Sanity on the move to the main roster, with the chaotic group due on SmackDown Live in the very near future. But what if there is a reason she hasn't been seen in any of the video footage? While it might be risky for WWE to do a controversial finish of the Women's Money in the Bank for a second year in a row, after the terrible James Ellsworth finish last year, having the lights turn out and seeing Cross at the top of the ladder could be a brilliant surprise. Cross was a key factor in Sanity's success, as made the group feel very unique, not to mention she's a brilliant talent in her own right, and would add some real quality to the women's division, with this being a great way of introducing her as a dominant threat. Number 3. Sasha Banks. Having Banks win a major match like this would be the best way to remind fans exactly what she is capable of, and if WWE could work out a way where she cashes in against Bayley, then WWE might be able to rescue that feud and bring in the boss that everyone wants to see. Number 2. Alexa Bliss. In terms of star power, there's probably only Charlotte, Ronda Rousey, and Asuka that can match Alexa Bliss at the moment in the women's division, which might make you question if she actually needs the briefcase, as there is no doubt she'll be a champion again at some point in the future. However, there's no doubt that a major accolade like this would continue to grow Bliss's character, inflating her ego, which would lead to some brilliant promos, which she is arguably the best at in the company, and seeing her win the briefcase could be a very similar to what we got from Carmella. If WWE wants to have Bliss win the title back, this could also be a brilliant way for her to defeat Nia Jax if that is the story WWE wants to tell, with someone else doing the hard work only for Little Miss Bliss to sneak on in and finish the job. Number 1. Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch needs something, absolutely anything at this point, before her career totally derails, which is the stage that WWE is approaching thanks to its horrendous booking of the Irish Lass Kicker. Lynch has so much potential and ability. In the ring she's fantastic, and in terms of charisma, very few can match what she brings to the table. Yet since she lost the SmackDown Women's Championship at the very start of the brand split, she hasn't been anywhere near the main event level. Instead, WWE has booked Lynch as someone who gets betrayed by every tag team partner or friend she has ever had, and seemingly has no backbone. Because WWE never books her to get revenge, what better way to re-establish Lynch than with a major win, potentially with a heel turn on her cash-in down the line, putting her right back on top.